Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the finalists of the UEFA Euro 2024, Spain and England. Liebe Zuschauerinnen und Zuschauer hier in Berlin, begrüßen Sie die Finalisten der UEFA Euro 2024. Hier sind
Thank you, Gary. Good evening, everyone. Well, here we are. 4 weeks and 6 games later, 58 years and 653 matches on from the Three Lions' greatest triumph. These players carry the hopes of those who missed out, the ghosts and the soul of English football, fans, players and coaches alike. Is here at the Olympiastadion in Berlin for the Royal March. Alan came close, and now, like everyone else who's worn or cheered the shirt, wants an end to the long, long wait to win something.
Oh, what an occasion we've got here, Guy. Good evening, everyone. I hope this England team go for it, have no regrets, and make history.
A familiar England kick-off routine with the ball back to Jordan Pickford. He immediately went to seek out Williams. Almost tricked back to him. Rodri's there first, as he so often is. Williams is blocked off. And Fabian can't get to the ball before Declan Rice does. Rice doing. And away to Nico Williams. This might be his first touch. He whipped it in for John Stones to touch it behind. It's not what he intended.
Well, get used to that with those two wingers.
England might look like they're playing a 4, but they're very fluid when they have the ball. They break. They have players in advanced positions, and they have a free kick now. Haven't been able to get Jude Bellingham on the ball. Williams. Stones in his way. Stones stayed in his way.
Brilliant. Brilliant defending from John Stones. 1v1. Showing him exactly where he wants him to go.
Williams goes with a deep one. And it's wide of the target. Not really a full opportunity for Robin Lenormand. Now Bellingham. Bellingham strides. They were all after him.
Well, again, it was Williams. Chose to try and whip it in with the outside of the right foot this time, but
taking on Cucurella. He has 2 to support him behind. The support arriving for Saka now too, and it's Declan Rice. Brilliant block that from Yamal. Saka. Walker in. Laporte turns it behind. England have a corner. Well, Kyle Walker looked fully fit there.
Well, for the first time, they come down the right-hand side. And
Saka again. And Walker is herring into the box to take a defender away. Foden had to stretch for it just too far. Shaw's there again. Dani Olmo. Morata just ran past the ball. Shaw is again gone. Every step with Yamal.
Oh, done ever so well up to now. Luke Shaw
finds Carvajal. Too high for Morata. It's a nice one for Pickford.
Yeah, he just couldn't get the whip on it, could he? You could see what he was trying to do.
Bellingham turned by Fabian. Olmo couldn't get around Menu though. Saka. Foden. Well, he's trying to find Dani Olmo, but only finds Pickford.
Good goalkeeping again. Same ball in. He did it.
And Foden's giving it away. He was looking for Rice. Yamal. The attempt to square or shoot, whatever it was, is blocked by Gay. Stones there to get rid of it. Saka to carry it and be tripped. The referee is saying to Danny Carvajal, very brushing
clearly.
Williams off him. Shaw, Carvajal, semi-beaten. Shaw goes on, Mainu didn't get it. It wouldn't just sit with Bellingham.
I thought it was a massive gamble, you know, from Carvajal to go sliding in there.
Mainu. Kane. And the ref now gives a free kick to Spain, and he's going to give a yellow card to England's captain.
Just lost control of the ball, Harry Kane, didn't he? Dived in to try and retrieve it.
And there's Fabian, and this is lovely from Spain. Yamal. Finally, there was a crowd around him. Pickford was coming. Gahey sorted it anyway.
Look, Yamal made the right instead of looking out to his right-hand side where Carvajal was coming behind him.
Fabian again, lovely drop of the shoulder. And then Gahey took everything off the shot, and it pops up into Pickford's gloves.
It was in.
Rodri. There is Dani Olmo. Runs straight into Rice and caught him quite high too. And Dani Olmo is going to follow. Yamal. Another one goes to Shaw, but it will be a corner.
Yeah, not many times when he gets the ball, Yamal, as he go down there.
Fabian, it's a neat sidestep, but he reckoned without Foden as he turned away from Mainu. And Foden was caught as he tried to nick the ball away from him. It's another delay in a half that's right into the thick of it. And it's gone wide, and it went wide off an England player. It's going to be another corner. Just one or two. Taken short. Yamal, oh, plenty of room for Dani Olmo here, into the pack. And out of the box with Kane. Mainu backing himself against Olmo. And good spots in the England half. There's Williams. It's going to go over everybody.
And there's that cross again. As I said, he doesn't need no invitation to cut back on that right foot and try and whip it in. There's no one up.
Shaw clears. Bellingham gets past Rodri, but he's soon stopped in his tracks by Fabian. Superb this from Stones, though. And on goes John Stones. Nearly getting it through to Harry Kane. And even though he was falling, he still kept it going now, of course.
Not a bad name to be.
Now Morata. Morata can't fully get past Gahey, but Gahey needed Stones' assistance.
Yeah, the understanding's there. They did run in behind on this occasion. But if he goes past one, then his mate's next to him.
He had an eye on the clock himself. That's nicely won by Bellingham. Bellingham finds Kane. As soon as he was even threatening to shoot, he was stopped. And Walker takes a little tap on the back from Williams there. And England have a free kick right at the end of the first half in a really handy spot.
Well, it was a race, wasn't it? Not many people.
A little bit going on, to say the least, between Saka and Cucurella. In from Rice, and it's the shot on goal that Simon had to save. Foden was having to stretch with everything he had to get anything on it. He got quite a bit.
Oh, just a flick on there, wasn't it?
Lenormand, and that is half-time in the final of the European Championship in Berlin. Not too much. Not much at all for either goalkeeper to be concerned with. Nobody's managed to land a significant blow, but from an England point of view, no harm done either. At half-time. Thank you, Gary. Yeah, we're looking for Rodri too. Nothing has come up on the official UEFA screen to tell us who's making way, so it might be that we'll count them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm still not seeing a number 16 with Rodri on it. And Martin Zubimendi is a defensive midfielder in midfielder in the Busquets style, so he's not bad, that's for sure. So it will be Spain to get the second half underway. Alvaro Morata will have the first kick. It's only going to get more and more tense the longer it remains goalless.
Got to have that little bit of quality though when they do get the ball back.
Danny Carvajal trying to turn it around the corner for Yamal, and he succeeded in that. Yamal, it's going to go over to Williams now! finished to get Spain started.
Well, England never got started at all. Brilliant play from the two wingers, right to left. Yamal into Williams. He picks the ball up and he's waiting to find him. He's waiting to have that little bit of help. And the timing was perfection of it, and he sets it up so well for him.
He was the danger right from the start of the first half. That was a risk taken by Bellingham. But a good snaffle back by Mainu. England's throw. Possession of Morata, and here's Williams again. He's free again. Playing it into Dani Olmo. England being opened up all too easily. Spain have started the second half absolutely sprinting. Morata took that really nicely. Zubimendi takes it on and is being held on to by John Stones. Referee shows a yellow card.
That's the difference. That's the difference with the pace and the passing and the movement.
Morata. Williams is free again, and Morata should really have passed to him.
I thought that was a better option. I mean, he's tracking him, and he's not letting him go. And I thought...
Yamal. Pickford is out, but he's been beaten. And John Stones had dropped back. Good job he had. Yamal not being allowed to curl one in left-footed. Rice, it's an anywhere clearance straight to Fabian. Williams nearly did it again.
They're on the ropes. They're giving pass away after pass away.
Well. Dani Olmo. Shaw stretches out to stop the ball reaching Morata, who would have struggled anyway. Saka. A roar of approval from England's fans as he takes up possession, and an even bigger shout to say we want a free kick for that, and a free kick England have got well. Bellingham does even better. Bellingham! That could have been England's first massive moment.
Well, I said it was getting the crowd going, so too did that with a great piece of skill.
Shortly, Nico another from Real Sociedad, ready to come on. Here's Lamine Yamal, just got stuck underneath him. Good save, Pickford. Vital save, Pickford.
Brilliant save, Jordan Pickford. Well done. He's kept England in the game there. And Yamal was away. It wasn't a great touch, and he had to check his stride and come back.
Walker. Watkins in behind, but it wasn't perfect enough as it sailed over Lenormand, and Watkins doesn't think it sailed.
We're seeing up to now why they've been the best team in the tournament and why they've won those games.
And here's Dani Olmo. Yamal. Stones intent on getting it as far away as he could. It will be a corner.
It's that
Dani Olmo. Olmo in, and Pickford again. Other hand. Williams. England up against it again, and that's over the top from Fabian.
Well, Jordan Pickford did well, you know, it's coming for both of those crosses. It's exactly what
One for the future.
Not at all. He can be very, very proud of his efforts. Composure on the ball.
Carvajal's given it to Watkins and recovered. And Laporte wins the race with Saka.
See what happens when you put them under pressure.
Took a risk going in, and Zubimendi will motor forward. Oyarzabal, well, he was forced much wider than he wanted to be, and Zubimendi has his head in his hands. With some space. Taking on Laporte. And Saka gets it through, and Bellingham tries to tee up Palmer! Oh, yes! Ice-cold precision from Palmer! That England spirit is alive again!
Well, moments, I said, magic moments. That's exactly what you need and want when you put someone on of the quality. He delivered once again. His positioning is perfect, and the ball back into his back.
Saka with a swivel. In Berlin, the wind of change is with England.
Absolutely. He tried to get his head to it, didn't he? He just couldn't connect with it.
Williams, he's got another one in. Spain have a corner.
Again, another cross into the box from
past Bellingham. Williams again, Dani Olmo leaves it for Yamal, and Pickford's in the way of it.
Pickford again.
He calls for calm. The
Spanish
Spanish
at all costs, and he did.
Williams just seems to drift away from markers all the time. Nearly got in again, and it will be a corner. Yet another for Spain.
Yeah, they're causing England problems with their movement and the pace of their passing.
Dani Olmo, Lamine Yamal trying to get in. Pickford thinks better of coming to confront him, and that's why.
He did think about coming, didn't he? And he had to rush back. He made the right decision.
Dani Olmo, Cucurella charging down the left. He's gone the other way first to Oyarzabal. Cucurella gets it back in! Oyarzabal scores for Spain! And not long left for England to do anything about this one. Spain on the verge of glory.
Well, we saw a substitute work for England.
Palmer goes deep with it. That's Stones! Headed off the line! And it's wide! Oh. Declan Rice couldn't find the target. Power from Stones. Gahey denied by Dani Olmo.
Oh, you can see.
Shade in front of Mark Gahey that he needed to be. Good ball in. It wouldn't stick with Watkins, but England have got a corner.
Oh, it was a good ball into Watkins. Bellingham finds him. He's just looking on the half turn.
Just underneath it, Laporte. That's going to be a free kick for the Spanish. And it's going to be a yellow card as well.
And he won't be in a rush to get up.
Saka and Cucurella goes down on the floor, and the assistant referee was right there to lift his flag and agree that he has been fouled. For England, the interminable wait goes on. For Spain, the glory of becoming the first nation to be four-time European champions. And we have witnessed the blooming of a brand new, brilliant generation of players.
Well done, Spain. They deserved it. They were a better team. 7 out of 7. Best team in the tournament by a mile. England did get themselves back into the game. As I said, it was a piece of magic again. Another moment from a substitute. But I felt we just stood off them. We showed them too much respect. We didn't have enough energy. Having said that, it is really difficult when you go up against good players who are good under pressure and punish you when you make mistakes. And that's exactly what happened. Congratulations, Spain.
Time and again in this tournament, England have gone behind, they've hit back and they've hit again. This time, the blow was landed against them. That's football. And it's Spain's game and Spain's night.
40-something goals. Yeah. But we said at the beginning of this tournament, after the group stages, if you're going to play on the conservative side of things, with the amount of talent that we have in this squad, you have to win. Otherwise, it will come down to it being absolutely dissected and it looked at in being quite a negative approach. And that falls on the manager's toes.
So many of these England players will remember this feeling from 3 years ago. And so many more of them, Alan, will be able to use it again maybe even in 2 years' time, to stir them on to that one last step. And it might be under Gareth Southgate. Pass it on. Viva España! In 2024, Spain are again the champions of Europe.
There's no doubt the fireworks in this tournament have all come from Spain. Victors once again. Juan, please tell us English people what it feels like to win a tournament.
You know,